Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Alice McMurray. I'm the Associate Vice President for Advancement here at Millersville University. I would like to provide just a few brief housekeeping announcements before we get right into the events for the evening. Down at the bottom of your screen, for those of you on a computer, and it will be on the left if you are on a mobile device, you'll see a Q&A button. If you have any questions for any of the staff or for any of the students that you hear from throughout the webinar, please feel free to type them there and we will answer them at the end of the event or via email to you separately. And now, without further ado, let me introduce the 15th president of Millersville University, Dr. Daniel Wuba.
Thank you, Alice, and good evening. I want to thank everyone who has joined us online today. The purpose of our meeting this evening is to provide an update on the Imagine the Possible campaign and to hear from some of our students who have been positively impacted by your generosity. Our panelists will include 5 of our brightest students, namely Susan, Ben, Naima, Megan, and Noah. These students have already begun to imagine the possible because of your assistance. To each of you who has already given a gift as part of the campaign, I say thank you. As a result of your gifts, our students and indeed our university is better than it was when the campaign started. Let me share 3 quick examples why I say that. First, several qualified students have been able to afford an education at Millersville University through scholarships. Second, several students have gained first-hand research and scholarly experience to be key contributors to the workforce. And thirdly, student athletes have competed for championships on the field while pursuing academic excellence in the classroom. When the campaign was launched in July 2017, no one could have imagined that we will be at more than $40 million, which is equivalent to 125% of our goal by May 2020. You, our donors and supporters, have contributed over $14 million in new scholarship funds for students, over $21 million to support unique student activities such as research experiences, internships, and study abroad, and over $4.5 million in funds to support athletes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. While the impact on students has been tremendous, now more than ever, it is important to support the critical needs of our students due to the financial adversity created by the pandemic. Also, our university is well positioned to assist the region's economic recovery through retraining and providing new skills for re-entry into the workforce. We would also help some develop certificate programs to strengthen resumes and to expand strategic academic and professional programs. Our new Lombardo College of Business provides us an opportunity to contribute directly towards the economic recovery of our region. We have the personnel and programs needed to make a difference at this difficult time. I can't say how thrilled I am, but I am overjoyed that we have these 5 students to share their own first-hand experiences with you. Please now enjoy a panel discussion of our students who will tell you about what they have been doing since we moved to remote instruction in March, as well as how they have benefited from your support. Once again, thank you for supporting Millersville University.
Good evening. I'm Bob Bentley, Major Gift Officer at Millersville University. Thank you, Dr. Wuba, for sharing that exciting update. Scholarship support from the Imagine the Possible campaign makes a positive impact in the lives of our students. We are pleased to have a group of Millersville University students joining us to share their stories of success. It is a pleasure to introduce our student panelists from the Imagine the Possible campaign. Our first student is Susan Lloyd of York, Pennsylvania. Susan recently graduated from the Honors College at Millersville University in the class of 2020 with a major in secondary math education and a concentration in statistics and actuarial science. Benjamin Fellman is a rising senior at Millersville University from Rockville, Maryland. Benjamin is a student athlete on the Millersville University men's tennis team. He is majoring in meteorology with minors in mathematics and environmental hazards and emergency management. Naima Winder is from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, where she's entering her junior year at Millersville University. She's majoring in secondary English education with a concentration in English as a second language. Naima is a mentor to local high school students through the Color of Teaching program at Millersville University. Megan Schulman is a recent graduate of the class of 2020 from Long Island, New York. Megan recently graduated from the Honors College at Millersville University with a major in Atlantic World Studies. She conducted undergraduate research on the topic of privateering, piracy, and diplomacy. Noah Mano lives in Burlington Township, New Jersey, and is entering his sophomore year at the Tell School of Music. Noah is a student in the Honors College at Millersville University with a major in music education and vocal performance. Thank you, students, for being a part of this special event. Our first question goes to Susan. During the period of remote learning, what are some beneficial lessons and accomplishments that you experienced?
Thank you. I was supported in so many ways by my professors and my mentor teacher during this unique experience of remote instruction, so that I was still able to complete my student teaching and learn as much as I could about effective teaching strategies. I had the opportunity to continue my student teaching with my placement school district through the online learning environment. I learned how to make screencasts and lessons that were suitable and manageable for students in the online learning environment. I also had the opportunity to work with some of the Millersville mathematics professors to prepare lessons and recordings that would be shared with their students as well. Overall, I was able to get involved in a variety of ways so that I could ultimately grow and improve as an educator through this unique experience and prepare for the possibility of online instruction in the future.
Thank you, Susan. Our next question is for Benjamin. As a student athlete, what are some of the greatest athletic accomplishments that you've celebrated at Millersville University?
Over the course of my career at Millersville University for the past 3 years, there have been several accomplishments that I have received as both an athlete and as a college student. For the past 2 years, I have had the honor of receiving the PSAC Scholar Champion Award, which truly for me embodies what a student athlete is. To be a recipient of the award, you have to be competing at the championship site of the sport that you are playing, and you have to have the highest GPA out of all the athletes that are there. To be the recipient of this award for the past 2 years, it goes to show that the work and the studies that I've put forward for the past 3 years are really paying off, and it's really just in front of my eyes. Moving forward, I look to continue this trend and to receive the award again my senior year.
That's great. Thank you, Benjamin. Our next question is for Naima. Why did you choose your major and field of study at Millersville University?
Yes, I chose my major and field of study at Millersville University because I have a heart for children. I love children and being able to teach them the knowledge that they need to continue to succeed in life, and to be able to let them know that college is possible. And, you know, going to Millersville is a great opportunity, and I want them to know that as well, that if I'm capable to do it, they are also capable to do it.
Thank you, Naima. The next question is for Noah and Naima. How has the supportive scholarships contributed to your success as a student at Millersville University?
Thank you for the question. As an out-of-state student, I was searching for a music school that was the right fit for me, both professionally and financially. When I visited Millersville, I fell in love with the Tell School of Music facilities, faculty, the program, just all of it. The generous scholarships I received from the university and from the Tell School of Music have made it possible for me to attend Millersville University and have access to the incredible and innovative program which we have here. I am so excited to share that the scholarships which I received allowed me to register for a summer international program through the music department, which will hopefully send me to Europe next summer. Throughout my first year here, I have already seen tremendous personal growth, and I'm looking forward to continuing to grow and learn with the support from faculty and scholarship.
Academic success at Millersville. I have been awarded with many scholarships that have really given me the opportunity to continue my education at Millersville without having to have the burden of dealing with financial discrepancies and things like that. And I really appreciate that, so that I'm able to focus on getting my education and really being focused on continuing to become a teacher at hopefully an urban school in Lancaster County.
Thank you both for sharing your experiences. For our next question, we'll go to Susan and Benjamin. In the future, what are your goals of how you aspire to make a positive impact through your career in the world?
Thank you for the question. I will be attending Penn State University main campus starting this fall, and I'll be pursuing a PhD in statistics. My hope is to eventually become a statistics professor at a local college or university like Millersville. Through my future career as a professor or educator, I will have the opportunity to mentor students and help them discover the unique career path that best fits their interests and skills. I will also have the opportunity to educate the next generation about mathematics and statistics and help foster an appreciation for the subject. My goal is to be able to support my students and help equip them with the skills they need to go out and make a difference in their immediate community and in the world.
One of the most important things with my life is having an impact on people. From the time that I was even a young child, I found myself giving young kids swim lessons in order to teach them how to first learn to swim. Throughout my time at Millersville, what I have found through the meteorology department is that there's a way to incorporate my major into helping this goal of helping people. With my minor of environmental hazards and emergency management, I have found a way to tie in the weather with communicating with the public and making them more aware of certain weather events, so that I'm able to help people and I'm able to have a direct impact on them.
Thank you both. We are extremely proud of the achievements of our entire group of student panelists. To highlight a few of these experiences, our next question is for Noah and Megan. What are some of the greatest accomplishments that you've experienced as a student at Millersville University?
Great question. My most fulfilling lesson during especially this time of online learning didn't actually happen in a Zoom style classroom. As a music major, one of my most important aspects of my studies is performing. But unfortunately, during this time, live performances aren't possible. However, Millersville University's support has helped me to imagine new possibilities and carve new paths for myself. One of my favorite experiences at Millersville is singing with my a cappella group. I love singing and performing with them, and with the move to remote learning, a lot of this was lost. I also noticed a lot of other people around the university and around the world really were mourning the loss of different events and activities which they were also looking forward to. So along with my a cappella group, I thought of how I could use music to make a difference. So we put together a virtual choir. We performed the song Bridge Over Troubled Water by Simon and Garfunkel to remind people that there are always people who care about them, even during this difficult time. Every group member sent in a video of them singing their vocal part on their phone, and once they did, I edited, mixed, and produced a video of our virtual performance. And the response was overwhelming. Almost 100,000 people viewed this video. We went on to create 2 more a cappella virtual choirs and shared them on all social media platforms. And we decided to tackle some other challenges for this time, even mental health of many of the peers that Americans are facing right now. So one of our performances was the song In My Blood by Shawn Mendes. This song is about never giving up, even when you feel most vulnerable. We thought this song had a profound and important message for people struggling during this time. Overall, I thought I couldn't have done any of this without the help of my education at Millersville. The Tell School of Music facilities and faculty have developed a wonderful program. They also have a wonderful state-of-the-art piano lab in which students are able to explore the software, which I eventually used to create these videos. These facilities were possible thanks to the generous donations of the amazing people who have put trust in the programs and our students. And I can really feel the support and passion behind people who support this university.
One of the biggest accomplishments that I've completed from Millersville University was finishing my honors college thesis, which I did over a Zoom call, which was really fun and exciting, as well as getting to serve on numerous boards for honor societies, and even getting to come back to Millersville University as a GA for the history department. I'm really excited.
Thank you both very much. All our student panelists have extraordinary stories of academic success at Millersville University. To share a few of these stories, our next question goes to Susan. In your academic study at Millersville, what are the most valuable learning experiences you've had as a student?
One of the most valuable learning experiences I had as a student was having the opportunity to conduct undergraduate thesis research with one of my statistics professors on 2 prominent statistical analysis techniques. I then had the opportunity to present my research at the annual Made in Millersville conference and defended my honors thesis in front of the mathematics department and other audience members. This experience really exposed me to the type of material and research that would be performed at the graduate level, and it played an integral role in preparing me for my future graduate school endeavors. Also, having the opportunity to take advanced mathematics and statistics courses that also prepared me for the rigor of the courses in a graduate school program. That was also a very valuable learning experience for me as a student. And then I was also very grateful to receive an internship at the Donegal Mutual Insurance Company the summer after my junior year. I found out about this opportunity through the job and internship fair held at Millersville every spring. And through this experience, I really was able to see how the information I learned in my statistics and actuarial science courses is used in the business setting.
Thank you, Susan. Our next question is focused on undergraduate research, and the question is for Megan. How did your undergraduate research experience influence and improve your student experience at Millersville University?
This past summer, I got to travel to Bermuda and intern at the National Museum of Bermuda because of receiving the Muse grant going into my senior year. Traveling to Bermuda and being under the research advisement of Dr. Maxwell, who is professor here, introduced me to new passions and experiences, as well as learning how to conduct undergraduate research, and even going further and taught me how to write my honors college thesis, which is crucial going forward into graduate programs such as the master's I'm about to enter and later my PhD.
Thank you, Megan. There is one final question for our entire group of students. How has your experience at Millersville University helped you to imagine the possible? We'll start with Susan.
Yes, so by conducting undergraduate research and having the opportunity to take advanced mathematics and statistics courses, and most notably with the support of all of my professors, I began to imagine the possible and realized that I could in fact pursue graduate school and still pursue my passion for teaching, but at the collegiate level instead. Also, because of my experiences at Millersville, I have the opportunity to attend graduate school, as I said, for statistics at Penn State. And I'm just so thankful for the support of scholarships, as they've allowed me to take additional courses during the summer and winter sessions in order to add the desired concentrations to my major. Scholarships have also allowed me to purchase the necessary textbooks and resources that I needed to be successful in these courses, as well as take advantage of other opportunities that Millersville University has to offer without having to worry about further financial obligations. So overall, I'm just very thankful for the scholarships that Millersville offers, and because they've allowed me to successfully complete my degree, so I can now give back to the community and educate the next generation of learners. So thank you.
Great. Next, we'll go to Benjamin.
Millersville University for me has been everything that I could have imagined. To be able to study meteorology and play as a student athlete for tennis is something that I would have never imagined even 3 or 4 years ago before I started college. Because of my professors, my students, and my peers, I have been able to imagine the possible with what I want to do as a meteorologist. This past year in 2019, I received the Holling Scholarship, an award that's only given to 120 scholars throughout the entire country. With the scholarship, I was able to imagine the possible and being able to choose a research topic that I wanted to study this summer. Though I will not be going to this internship location, being able to complete this research allows me to pursue my degree of meteorology and to imagine what I want to do with this degree.
Wonderful. We'll now go to Naima.
Yes, I've been able to imagine the possible with so many opportunities at Millersville University. Prior to coming to college, I knew that I wanted to become a teacher, but I wasn't sure what specific subject I wanted to teach. And when I came to Millersville University, I was very shy. I didn't know what to do. But with the help of 3 professors at Millersville, Dr. Caleb Corkery, Dr. Kim McCollum Clark, and Dr. Lauren Kaiser, really opened my horizons of what I wanted to teach for young kids, and that was English. And I've really grown to have a love for English, and I had it as well in high school, but it has really expanded throughout my college experience. And I really, really appreciate that the impact that those professors had on my life, as well as the scholarships from my donors. It's been a blessing to my family and myself without having any different situations or discrepancies of any financial burdens, and that I'm able to firmly focus on my education here at Millersville, where I get all the support that I need, and that I am provided with the opportunities of a lifetime, actually. I love being able to be a part of the Color of Teaching mentoring program, where I'm able to actually mentor a student from the school district. And then actually my mentor this semester, she's graduating, I believe, Friday, and then she's coming to Millersville in the fall. So that's really amazing to have that experience, just coming from Millersville and just expanding my horizons.
Thank you. Now we'll hear from Megan.
Before coming to Millersville, I never thought it was possible to be where I am today. Millersville has allowed me to create new passions and experience new opportunities that would not have been possible to me without the help from scholarships and the unconditional support of all my professors from being here. I just can't say thank you enough.
That's great. Finally, we'll go to Noah.
The opportunities I have had at Millersville have challenged me and helped me to be able to pursue my goals, no matter how ambitious they are. Throughout my first year, I've had access to incredible facilities, including Beamsdorfer Concert Hall with the amazing acoustics, inspiring faculty, and also an innovative program. None of this wouldn't have been possible without the generosity of Millersville's donors. The music department's philosophy of developing performers, educators, and entrepreneurs really resonated with me, and I know that as I continue throughout my studies, I will be developing in each of these areas. I'm also grateful that despite this change which is occurring in the world right now, I continue to feel supported by my professors and the university to imagine the possible.
Thank you, students, for those wonderful responses. We greatly appreciate your participation tonight. As we conclude today's program, we are pleased to share a musical gift that is dedicated to the Millersville University class of 2020, performed by the talented student a cappella group, Chromatic. To introduce this musical selection, here is Noah Mano.
Thank you. The following video is a virtual rendition of the Beatles' In My Life. Our a cappella group, Chromatic, decided to put this performance together in tribute to the 2020 graduates of Millersville University. And the message is quite profound. During a time of uncertainty and loss, we have to recognize the people that we love and those who make us feel loved. It is time to acknowledge the people who have made a difference in our life and focus on them. In My Life is a tribute to everyone who has been affected during this time. Millersville University has done a wonderful job of fostering a community of love and respect. The professors have been adaptive, supportive, and understanding. And with their help, students have been able to excel, even in this time, which is very different than anything before. I hope you enjoy our tribute to everyone who is making a difference in the lives of students and anyone in need.
There are places I remember all my life, though some have can recall. Some are dead and some are living. In my life, I love them all. But of all these friends and lovers, there is no one compares with you. And these memories lose their meaning when I think of love as something new. Though I know I'll never ever lose affection for people and things that went before, I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more, though I know I'll never ever lose affection for people and things that went before. I know I'll stop and think about them. In my life, I love you more. In my life, I love you more.
Thank you so much, Noah, for sharing that with us and for sharing it with the audience. A big thank you to everyone that's joining us online today. We really appreciate your support of these students and all the students at Millersville through the Imagine the Possible campaign. And an extra special thank you to the 5 students who joined us today. You guys were superstars. You should all be majoring in communications or broadcasting. But no, really, thank you. I know 3 of you are taking summer classes, internships are going on. This was wonderful. So to the audience, thanks again for joining us. This will be available in a recording on our website, so we'll share that and would invite you to share that with your friends. So with that being said, please stay safe and thank you again for joining us. Please